is gone. So even in Maharashtra, even though the cases have been coming down, there is that worry of another surge.
Yes, Maharashtra definitely meanwhile continues to be the state with the highest number of COVID cases, and the caseload have already crossed 17.8 lakhs with 5,000, around approximate 5,700 figures, new cases only on Sunday itself. Now, this was seen post Diwali. After Diwali, many of the people were really much fearless. They were actually going out everywhere. They were in a vacation mood, and that maybe had led to this rise in the figures. This is a surge which we are seeing just recently. Otherwise, before last week, I would say Maharashtra was doing pretty well. Mumbai was very much under control, but suddenly this surge in cases is somewhere making us a bit tense over here. So, Maharashtra government has already come up with some plans of action. That is the traveler, especially for traveling, who are going to travel by air, who are going to travel by road and by railways, they need to have a COVID negative reports, that is RT-PCR along with them, especially while traveling by airlines, that too coming from states like Delhi, Gujarat, Assam and Rajasthan and Goa. If they are coming up from these states, or if they have halt in these states and they are lining up to Maharashtra, they really require to have an RT-PCR negative along with them. So this is somewhere a good step which government have already taken now. And for passengers who are coming from by rail routes or by road routes, if they don't have RT-PCR along with them, they still can go ahead with some screening tests like temperature checking and all. And if they are showing any symptoms, then rapid antigen test is going to be done there itself by the corporations. And if they come out to be positive, they're going to be admitted to the quarantine centers. These are some of the steps which Maharashtra government is planning to take ahead very seriously now.
All right, testing and tracing. Dr. Sumit Ray, the situation in Delhi is exploding, as Dr. Mehta just said, and very, very worrying. Now the Supreme Court has also stepped in. The Supreme Court has asked 4 states, including Delhi, to submit a report about what they're doing in the next 2 days. The Prime Minister holding a meeting today. Really, the crisis is again on our heads. And as Dr. Mehta said, we have only so many trained doctors and nurses, and there's no point announcing you're going to create more and more beds.
I totally agree with Dr. Mehta, and the problem is that this is a...
On this? And it's going to be discussed today between the Prime Minister and Chief Ministers about the distribution of the vaccine.
Even I would agree with him the same thing. Logistically and providing this vaccine for 1.3 billion is really going to be a challenge. Already the healthcare workers and the list of all the vulnerable population has started being, the data is already been extracting right now. They are already started maintaining the data right now, that whom we are going to give this vaccine first, that especially the healthcare workers and then followed by the vulnerable population. Definitely it's going to be helpful for all of us, but I don't think we should really be too much waiting for these vaccines. Rather, people have already started developing their immunity. Many of them have already developed antibodies. But the message over here would be, don't rely only on vaccines. Kindly follow social distancing. That is very much important. Don't be too careless,
right.
I would say.
All right. Well, thank you so much, doctors, for sparing your time and speaking to us about this very, very important issue, and reiterating for our viewers that, the crisis is very much there. Do be careful. Just because there are no restrictions, it doesn't mean you're home.